welcome everybody. We are going to be playing some more Modern today. So let's get this started. Round 1, so we're 0-0 right now. Feeling pretty good. Only change we've made since the last time we've played is +1 spell pierce, -1 spell snare. This means we actually get to get rid of chat, which is sweet. Get to go full screen, pull out the chat log with our opponent. Okie doke. Well, we lost the die roll. It's alright. I think this hand's passable. We have interaction, so I think we're gonna keep it. This could find us a threat. I mean, we're missing green mana. The hand's not great, that's for sure. I don't know why Lightning Bolt out of all of our cards is not loaded. It's close. This finds us green mana, and it also finds us our 4th land, so I think we're keeping this. We're on the draw, which means that having removal is really important. If we're against them like Tron or Amulet, we just lose. And we're not, so we're feeling pretty good. So let's draw for turn. Okay, we did find our green mana. Let's cast this once upon a time. Because they're probably gonna have to bolt now. Take a Hex Drinker. And we will Blink Bolt at this Bird's Paradise. If they are playing a Druid Vizier deck, which I think they are, then we can always Snap Bolt one of their combo pieces after snagging it. Go like Breeding Pool, snag your card, or we could just go Breeding Pool, level up Hex Drinker. That works too. Okay, so let's Hex Drinker, level, pass. If they path it, that's fine. We get to turn Sanctuary online earlier. Okay, they do not have a path. Okay, so they are playing Abzan. What is this? Eternal Witness? Wall of Blossoms. Okay, we do not want to Vapor Snag that. So they've had 2 more looks at Path to Exile, draw a step plus this. So it is possible they have one now. But now we have a Spell Pierce to back up our Hex Drinker. So even if they do have one now, I feel alright, so we're gonna have to shock this in. Go level, and then we get to go to combat. Yep. That's why we shocked it in, so we could play around their path. I get to go to combat, hit him for 4, and then now the game feels pretty solid because we get to start using Mystic Sanctuaries. Opponent has 5 unknowns in their hand. Yep. Collected Company. Yep. They got it. I don't know why some of these images haven't loaded yet. It's kind of irritates me. They're running Flicker Wisp in their deck. Okay. I did not anticipate that. I thought they were playing something else. Okay. Let's draw for turn. Okay, well with that in mind, I think we're fine leveling Hex Drinker. We're probably playing this Mystic Sanctuary. We could just put a Once Upon a Time back on top. To find more creatures. I think we just put Bolt back on top though. Put Bolt on top and then play another Hex Drinker. Or we could hold up Snag. I think I like putting Bolt back on top seems fine. Yeah. So let's do that. Yes. And then I think we just commit more to the board. Just play this second Hex Drinker. Because I don't see a world where we really want to snag. This turn cycle? Maybe there is, but I think we're better off playing this guy, and then we can snag their last blocker or something to get in for lethal. Get in for 4, yep. Put us to 10. Okay, that's fine. So our opponent tap out for another Collected Company. Kitchen Finks. Flickerist number 2, okay. Okay, our opponent's just kind of ripping gasoline here. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, so we can Bolt Snap Bolt away the Flicker Wisps. Which is what I think we have to do. 6. I don't think putting Once Upon a Time back on top of our deck does a whole lot for us. So we could just level Hex Drinker 3 times, swing, and then hold up Bolt Snag. Or Snag Hierarch. I don't know. This is interesting. Okay, well I think we... level... Then we'll begin combat. Swing for 4. And then we'll just see what they do. They do know we have a Bolt in our hand, so they're unlikely to double block it. Okay, that's fine. Ephemerate. So we're better off snagging this, right? Because then they don't get 2 effects from this, and this fizzles the Ephemerate. Obviously doesn't feel great. Okay, then we get to bring back our snag. Yes, and then we have snag bolt, or bolt snag on our next turn. Our Hex Drinker comes back. Our opponent has Wall of Blossoms, which means that they get a redraw, and then they have essentially 3 other cards in their hand. Okay, take us down to 4. That seems like a good place to start. think our opponent's dead though. Eternal Witness, sure. Actually, that complicates things. It's not they get to target Ephemerate. Yeah. Then they get to Ephemerate a Flicker Wisp. I mean, they still might be dead here, right? Unless they Flicker Wisp targeting Flicker Wisp. Oh, fudge. Our opponent's just so good at the game. Jeez, this is frustrating to play against. Okay. So, we snag 2 of them. Okay, at this point, I think we have to... So we need 5 mana for this. Let's do it now. Let's just kill a Flicker Wisp. Kill a Flicker Wisp. Pass the turn. Guess you could swing for 2. They trade, we're fine with that. Good, we get our Hex Drinker back. Rebound. Targets the... So... We're gonna let this resolve. I'm gonna pick back up the Ephemerate. What's this? Path to Exile. Oh, they're gonna pick up Path, okay. Gonna Path or untapped Hex Drinker. Okay. Sure, I'll search. Get an island. Collected Company? No. Okay. Alright, there's 4 cards. One of them's Wall of Blossoms. One of them's Ephemerate. Oh no, not just kidding. Now one of them's probably gonna be Ephemerate. Sure. Let's see what we draw for turn. Okay, we're at 4 life. We do have to be conscious of that. 6, 7. Okay, well let's start off by leveling this Hex Drinker. Okay. So, Hutch. I think we have to snag it. Go to 3. Okay, now we could replay it, level it twice. And then that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts them exactly dead to bolt off the top. So we pass, and then we can block one of their Eternal Witnesses, level our Hex Drinker all the way. Because they had that path. We knew they had the path. Okay, they swing for 4. Hopefully they don't have Collective Brutality. I doubt they do though, because they're a Collected Company deck. So let's block. They're gonna Ephemerate the one that we block. No. What do they have? Sure, Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, you got it. Okay, they have 3 cards. I don't think we know any of them. do have cards in exile, and Wasteland Strangler ends this for us, right? Yeah. Yikes. I wonder if the top card was a Bolt. They're actually dead here. I wasn't. Okay. Okay, game 2. Let's see if this one goes any better. So they have Eternal Witnesses and Flicker Wisp, so we're going to bring in Izzet Staticaster. Huntmaster's good here. Scooz is fine to beat Eternal Witness shenanigans. I don't think it's great. I think it's just fine. Braid is fine as extra removal. I don't think we really saw too many 2-drops that game, so I think Spell Snare's bad. So what did they play? They really just played Flicker Wisp and Eternal Witness and Collected Company, right? Snags just seem bad against their deck. See an argument for more removal, but I think I just like something like this. It's nice, simple, we get some more top end that they do not want to flicker. And then this creature has haste, kills all of their X1s, so I think we're very favorite post board. I'd like to play first. Okay, this hand's great. Yeah, we're probably going to roll over them this one. We get to go Delver into Mandrills. Okay, let's draw for turn. Okay, cast this without paying its mana cost. Well, we didn't really get a choice there. Let's go get a Steam Bones. Get a Steam Bones here, because if we don't like the top card of our deck, we can Thought Scour it away. And if we let on Breeding Pool, then we'd have to fetch another Breeding Pool. Otherwise, we tap our Green Source to cast Shooting Mandrills, if that makes sense. Upkeep. No reveal. I think I'm fine with drawing this one, though. Okay, so let's offer the trade. Okay, I think we're actually gonna go Fetch Shock, Delver, Bolt Your Birds. We can play Mandrills next turn. It's no big deal. But this way our opponent's gonna have to answer a Reward. Yep. They fetch Shock. No, okay, they're just fetching tapped. That's fine. Oh, some of their card images are starting to load. Woohoo. This is actually good for us, because now we get an island, so we can turn on Mystic Sanctuaries. I was thinking about maybe like double spelling. I'll reveal that, yeah. Draw for turn. Yeah, hit him for 3. We're actually going to play Hexbringer here, because we can't, because I'd like to hold up Deprive. And we just get to deprive their next play, and then we could play Entrance next turn. I feel very good about our position here, though. You Witness, pick up Path to Exile. I think we're just going to counter this. Get to pick up our island. I think if they had Flicker Wisp, they would have played it there. But we're going to crash in for 5, because we can't level Hexdrinker and play Mandrills, so I'd rather play the Mandrills. So let's lead on Scour Me. Okay, well that means that we're gonna play the Mandrills for 2, because holding up 1 mana doesn't do us anything. We'll delve away the lands. This gives us maximum options, and I think Thought Scour is our worst card. Click. Pass the turn. We have Snap Bolt for next turn. The worst thing they could have here is Flicker Wisp, and we pretty much win on this spot if they have it, so I'm not super concerned. We don't just win on this spot, but we pretty much do. You go to 8. Yeah, they're just goners. They're gonna Collected Company us. Okay, it's clever doing it at their end step. They got Flicker Wisp, Wasteland Strangler. Yikes. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, well let's think about our options here. So they killed our Mandrills, which is annoying. I think our best bet of winning this game is going to be bolting this Flicker Wisp and then just trying to kill them. So let's do that. Let's play this island. Snap, bolt, Flicker Wisp. Okay, pass. Our opponent's deck is very annoying though. Well, it gives them that. Swing for 4, yeah, we're going to 10. What's this? Knight of Autumn? There's this gain 4. Yeah. That's respectable. Okay, let's hit him for or swing for 5. Okay, they trade. 6. You could make the argument that we don't want to put a Knight of Autumn in their graveyard for Eternal Witness shenanigans, but I think it's very good to force the action on our opponent. So let's pass the turn. We have 2 cards in hand. They have a lot of good draws here, but we also have a pretty impressive board. Horizon Canopy is not necessarily one of those draws, but it can get them there. It's not a bad draw. Yep. Gonna go to the next game, opponent. What's the plan here? Not gonna lie though, the Strangler Flicker Wisp combo is pretty nasty off that Collected Company. Okay. I have no idea what our opponent has now. I feel like they could just have anything. They've been tanking for a while. 5 mana represents a lot of combinations of cards. Hopefully they don't have a Collected Company and are wondering when they should cast it. That'd be scary. Okay, Hierarch, sure. Last card, what could this be? Wasteland Strangler, Kill Delver? Yikes, that's super annoying. Yeah. Hopefully we draw something big like a Hunt Master this turn. Because that's what we need. Okay, this is 5. I think we have to take it. Now I think we pass the turn. They attack with 1 Wasteland Strangler, we can just bolt it. They draw an Ephemerate or something, we feel pretty bad. Okay, path doesn't make us feel good either. Let's get our last island. See what they do. Swing, okay, let's kill 1. Take 3 down to 2. Hopefully we don't blink this turn. Hunt Master would be amazing. Oh, deck. Yikes. We drew so many lands that game. Oh my god, we were so freaking close to winning too. Yeah. Our cards just did not line up well with theirs throughout that game. I mean, they did, and then they played the that one collected company, and it just turned everything around. Okay, let's try to make the second match better. Just, good luck, have fun. Okay, we lost the die roll again. Losing the die roll is not conducive to winning a lot of matches. What do we think about this one? I think this hand's fine. I don't think it's exciting. I think it's just fine. The good thing about this deck is that keeping 4-line hands is more reasonable, because these fetches and this Mystic Sanctuary, of course, represent Mystic Sanctuary, so I'm not excited to keep it, but I'm keeping it. 2 pieces of interaction. Playing Urza? Okay, I don't think our interaction does not line up super well against them, unless they go turn 2 Thopter Foundry or something. Oh, they're on Emry Ascendancy. Yikes, and then they turn 1 Emry. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, well, we get to bolt the Emry on turn 1, so that feels alright. I don't think there's a whole lot of merit to not bolting the Emry here. I guess they only have Pithing Needle. They have 3, 4. I think we actually have to pass here and not bolt the Emry. We're not leading on a fetch, of course, so they can't Pithing Needle our fetch line. Which they still might end up doing. But if they are Pithing Needling a fetch line, that's probably going to be Scalding Tarn, and not Flooded Strand or Rainforest, which are the only ones we run. Okay, they fetch. Let's see what they're up to. They can play Urza this turn. It's super scary. Turn 2 Urza. I guess bolting Emry also turned off, okay, well, he resolves. Let's bolt her. I don't know what they're choosing here. Scalding Tarn? There's no way they'd choose anything else, right? They'd have to be like 4,000 IQ. Maybe chase the Mind Sculptor. Sure. I don't think we can beat a turn 2 Psy with a Thopter. But we can definitely try. I'm all perfectly game for trying. Okay, let's pass the turn here. I don't know what's up with Magic Online. It still hasn't loaded these images. Usually they would have been loaded by now. Okay, so we have a Spell Pierce. And then we get to play a Mandrill's next turn with Spell Pierce back up. Right? Yeah, because we have opted the graveyard too. Yeah. It's just unfortunate because, like, even if this was a Tarmogoyf here, we can't go Shields down this turn. Because they could play so many things that we're scared of. Case in point. Okay, they're hitting us for 2. Fortunately, Trample lines up really well against tokens. They're playing Sanctuary too. Wonder what they're Sanctuarying for. Huh. Because I know the Paradoxical Outcome versions run Sanctuary. I'm just deciding whether or not I wanna... I think I'll just get an island here, and then this will be a forest. Nah, we're pretty cool. Okay, this one's going to the bottom. Okay, draw for turn. That's a good draw. Okay, let's hold up Deprive. I like that a lot better than and then that means that we just play Mandrills for 1. And then we get to pass, and then we have Deprive Sanctuary loop up for future turns. I like it. I actually like our position. I'm surprised that we're came back, but this is I mean, like, that's the power of this 2-card combination. Like, we're able to beat these obnoxious strategies. We could spell. We cannot spell pierce this. Eric, do not try to spell pierce this, but we are countering it. It's awkward, which means our Sanctuary is going to take another turn to come online. But it's just a necessary evil. Because we can't let that resolve. So. Okay, let's draw for turn. Steam Vents. We're gonna keep this Thought Scour in our hand, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. Let's Thought Scour ourselves. Let's see what we hit. Because you can hit another Deprive here, which would be huge. Opt. Okay, well, let's get on the beatdown. We definitely win this race. If this is all our opponent has, of course. And I think we hold this opt, because it's going to be really important with Mystic Sanctuary and Deprive to just be able to get it into our hand immediately. What's this? Is this Rare of Invention? Oh, no, they're just sacking artifacts, okay. I was about to be very confused. So we're cold to an Urza here, but if we can fade Urza for one turn, then I think we're fine. Okay, they have 2 cards in hand. I think Vista was either draw for turn or draw off Sai. Because I think they missed their land drop last turn. Okay, so they're playing Emry. Okay, I don't think we care about Emry. Like, obviously it's a good card, but they don't have anything super powerful to flashback. Like, it's very good with Ascendancy, but if you do not have Ascendancy, Emry is not a very scary card. Okay, well, we can Spell Pierce this, but they have 2 mana up. We have our Bolt in Exile. Yikes. I don't think we could beat all 3 of these. I mean, it resolves. I don't know how. Yikes, yeah, it's resolving. Like, they could pay the tax, so it's just not worth it to... Now I think our opponent wins the race. Oh, this is interesting. They're actually attacking us with the Sai, which means that... I guess they're not blocking with the Sai. Okay, let's see if we hit a Bolt. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we're gonna try to attack this Saheeli down. Yeah, and then we can set up the Deprive lock, and that still might be good enough. Because once Saheeli's off the board, then they're not creating 2 tokens for every spell they cast, and I think we can... Like, we can race them normally, but I don't think we can race 2 token producers, so we're gonna attack Saheeli. Okay, so now we can either Once Upon a Time and then not be able to Deprive, or we can hold up Opt. Deprive. Like, worst comes to worst, we're able to Opt Deprive, and I think that's better. We just take the safer line here. Because finding something out the Once Upon a Time is not going to win us the game. So let's use this. And we'll pass the turn. And then Opt represents a Deprive here. This is the soft lock. You need a cantrip to make it work. Mishra's Bauble. Sure. This card infuriates me, but what you gonna do? Now they just get a swarm of tokens. Yep. As long as they don't have Jeskai Ascendancy, we're chilling. What is this? Okay, yeah, they're just using their Sai. Can we Spell Pierce this? Oh my. I think we can, right? Just have 1 mana. That feels really good. Also, they got a Saheeli trigger off of that, which feels super disgusting. And now I think we actually Opt here, and then play it Once Upon a Time. Like Opt, draw, oh, this is interesting, they're attacking here too, okay. This means we get to kill Saheeli through all of their tokens. So yeah, I think we're gonna Opt and Once Upon a Time. I think this is just gonna be the most mana efficient play. So we're gonna do it. And then we get to... I actually think instant speed Mystic Sanctuary is better, right? Instead of sorcery speed. So take that, draw for turn. Let's go to combat. Second Mandrills is, of course, extremely good here. And then this is why the second Sanctuary is good. It helps set up the lock. And you thought you were the lurker of the lock. I am the lock. Let's attack Saheeli. I mean, she made 2 Thopters and gained 8 life, so she's definitely not worthless, but we are able to get her off the table, which does matter a lot here. Okay, and then we can pay 2 for the Mandrills. Because we can't pay the 3rd, because we need to be able to fetch. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Pass. And then we get to turn the corner super fast on our opponent here. And if they don't have Urza, which we can counter by the way, or something else, then they're just dead. Now this Emry is just incredibly infuriating right now, but there's literally nothing we can do about it. Other than do something jank, like fetch a Mystic Sanctuary for an opt, so that we can find a Lightning Bolt for it. Which isn't super ridiculous, it's just not super feasible either. Okay, you got a Mishra's Bauble, which means another Thopter. Okay. Okay, down to 13. Wait. Oh, they're just sacrificing artifacts now? Oh, they're sacrificing their servos. Interesting. I don't think they win if they do that, though. They play another Emry. I don't think I care. I think this is a trap because they can make more mana and play something else that's big and annoying, right? Yeah, let's let this one resolve. Like, this one doesn't beat us, so there's no reason on countering it other than letting them see fewer cards off of the Emry, which seems like a very fringe benefit. Okay, E, Bauble, but we're running Mandrills, so we don't really care about E that much. And they cannot physically muster 6 colors of mana. Okay, they targeted themselves with the Bauble, so now they're wondering whether or not they want to sacrifice more artifacts, which is great for us if they do. Okay, swing for 1. Sure. Go to 8. And then I don't think we crack here. I think we're fine. Just going to our turn. They have 1 card in hand. We draw for turn. Let's go hit him for 8. Okay, but it goes to 5. So we're not dead on board. Get to play this, and then we have 5 mana, which means that we can deprive, fetch, draw the deprive, which is super cool, by the way. So yeah, we essentially have 2 deprives here. I think we let this resolve. If they want to pay all their mana to draw 2 cards, we're fine with that. The concern, of course, is them using Sai to muster up a lot of blockers. Astrolabe, yeah. We kind of have to let all of this stuff resolve. There's no real getting around it. Like, we could deprive Astrolabe, but I don't think that gets us anywhere. Yeah, now they're just going to make a ton of Thopters. It's like now if they play something, we'll deprive it. Because they only have 2 cards in it. Okay, so we take 2 down to 6, right? Then our opponent has 7 powers blockers. But they can only block, they only need to block 4 points of damage, right? So they just throw their Sai under the bus, and then they go to 1, and then they hit us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're dead on board. So I think what I like here is it's probably fetch, put back opt. No, that doesn't get us anywhere further though, right? So we just opt. Bottom. Okay, snag is lethal, so now we get to go to our turn. Draw for turn. Another deprive, sweet. Let's begin combat. We just swing with both. They block with Sai. We snag the Sai. And then we win the game. We did our math. We did our homework. And that should be game. GG opponent. Sweet. That was pretty tight. What time is it? Okay, so we're going to finish this match, and then I've got to go do something. So I think Scoots is fine here. I think Braid misses the cut. Staticaster's great at keeping down all their tokens. Sphere is great because they're spell-based combo. I want to say Huntmaster's fine, but I think he just misses the cut as well. Cage also stops their deck too. And then Stroke is worth it for Outcome and Urza. So what are the cuts? We didn't see it that game, but Spell Snare does next to nothing. We're bringing in these creatures, and the ground gets really clogged. So I'm not sure. I think we're going to be cutting some number of threats. I think Snag gets cut. I want to say Hexdrinker also doesn't make the cut. And then we just rely on Mandrills, because this guy just gets chump blocked every turn, unless we make him to Progenitus Mud, so I just don't think he's something that we're interested in. So normally deciding out threats is very bad, but we're bringing in more threats and cards that disrupt our opponent's game plan, so we're going to be making an exception here. Hexdrinker just does not threaten our opponent, so we're not going to keep him in. Which is sort of like a hot take, but it's one that I'm willing to stand by, and we're going to run it like this. Damping Sphere, Staticaster, 2 lands, Delver, Bolt, Keep. We could bolt their early Emery and then play a Damping Sphere, which feels pretty good. Astrolabe. Okay, so we're gonna lead on Delver this time around. Yep. Target themselves, okay. Okay, we're good to our turn. Draw for turn. Yeah, we're gonna go Delver Secrets past the turn. We don't have a Spell Snare or Spell Pierce, so our only turn 1 play is Delver or Hold Up Lightning Bolt. And I can't see us being punished by playing a turn 1 Delver. It's not like they're on run in 6. Turn 2 Ascendancy is what we're most scared of here. Rest in peace. Okay, I don't really care about this too much. Hopefully our opponent just mulliganed into Resting Place, and then we just get to play our 2 mana hate piece. And then just kill him dead. Okay, so let's hit him for 3. Okay, this means that... Aren't they a graveyard deck too? I'm so confused. I feel like... Do they have a sideboard plan into like Monastery Mentor? I need to be a little bit more up to date with some of these decks. Let me look it up on my phone real quick. Zero colors, okay. They're setting up for a Paradoxical Outcome. Play a Box Opal. Pass the turn. Wait, did they just play it with 0 colors and then... What? Wait, what does that accomplish for them? Are they just tilted? Just play another one. Go. This is definitely an interesting game, though. Let's just opt in response here. Our opponent can't play any other spells this turn anyways. Essentially. We'll keep this on top. We'll attack, bolt the Teferi, and then have a Disdainful Stroke. Very, Urza. Sure, that's fine. Okay, if we draw land, then we can... Okay, I think it's gonna be Delver. No, that doesn't work. Shoot. Now we just screwed ourselves, because this bolt is gonna cost a bajillion mana, right? Yeah, I'll just pass. Okay, that was a bit awkward. We definitely should have just bolted the Teferi past the turn and then held up Disdainful Stroke. That's what we needed to do. And then if they didn't play anything, we could flash and Snapcaster Mage. But that's not how we sequenced it. Teferi's a pain. Hopefully they don't play Urza. If they don't play Urza, then our line actually paid off because we get a Delver. Okay, next spell costs 2 mana. More. think our opponent also realized I've never played it under 2 Damping Spheres before. This is a new experience for me. Okay, so our line did pay off. Let's not reveal this. Let's draw for turn. Play a land. Begin combat. Hit him for 1. Shoot for 1. Okay. I mean, no response. They have a Teferi in play. So, just grab an island. Kill this guy. Pass the turn. Maybe flash in a Snapcaster at the end of their turn. They have a counterspell for this. Paradoxical outcome. We can't counter that because they have a Teferi. They played Path, so now they can't play Paradoxical outcome because it costs 6 mana. This game's hilarious. So now I kind of don't want to, because they showed us the Paradoxical outcome, so now I don't even want to tap any mana. Okay, well, they played an Astrolabe, which means their outcome costs 6 mana now. So now I'm fine with, unless they go land. They play a land or a Mox Opal. Okay, well, I mean, obviously if they play a Mox Opal, I guess they can't do it anyways. Okay, so now Paradoxical outcome costs 8 mana to cast. This is really interesting. I kind of like the Damping Spheres because they force our opponent to play 1 spell per turn, which works really well into our Deprive Lock game plan. Okay, let's begin combat. Hit him for 2. We'll just pass the turn. Two, 3, 4. They can play it. They can definitely outcome. Okay, they're just not interested. It's going to be really hard for them to protect it, though. I guess they can have Mystical Dispute. They'll have enough mana to pay for it. Because they have 7 mana total. Well, let's stroke it. Interesting. Okay. Let's get a basic forest. Cast a 3 mana opt. Put this on the bottom. Draw for turn. Begin combat. Commencing Wombat. 2. Okay, well, let's see what they have. Yeah, Mandrills doesn't look too hot under Rest in Peace, but neither does Goyf. Neither does Goyf. Goyf, normally a very fine specimen. Create a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token. I think we're fine with this. We just play a Staticaster. Yeah. Yep. Oh, they can't play anything this turn. Right, they only have 3 mana. Okay, let's get this Staticaster out here. Let's kill their mirror. Untap, draw for turn. Go to Wombat, hit him for 2. Staticaster's great. It's so good. It's so good. Like, against all of these token generators. It's unbelievable. Because it's such an efficient answer. So it's Pioneer legal. In case anybody's counting. 2. Okay. We can once upon a time find a Delver, play the Delver. Then, like, still have Deprive up. That's fine. We could do that. I'm fine with that. Just play it tapped. Pass. We can tap all out for a Hooting Ventrals next turn. Opponent goes to 3, okay. They have 1 card in hand. We can kill the token that they create, and then we have a Deprive for their Ursa. This is going to be the saddest Deprive in the history of mankind. GG. Oh my god, that was such a weird game. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys later. Peace.